So we're Baron heavy to start with, but that's going to be okay, everyone. Come on in. Allow me to introduce you all to Queen Hermann III. Oh, the sign isn't working. Of course not. Boom. My Stream Deck, I need to figure it out. Have a fumble with that. But yeah, as you can see, Queen Hermann here. Earnest and principled. We're going to finish what we start. We never back out and abandon a plotline or event. And as we're principled, we're going to try and be fair and consistent in our decisions. Initially, we're going to go for a farming ambition. Should that fail, we'll instead go for authority. For my roleplay at the bottom here, we've got, I've rolled up pro-stability. So we've got compassion for the commons. If we can give the people a good life, we should. We are pro-stability, pro-peasant, and anti-cruelty. Mero, hello, welcome on in. Welcome, Mero. We're just starting the game now. Everyone say hello to Mero in chat. So looking at the realm, I mean, everything across the board is pretty good. I'm here to be executed by the Queen. Don't say that. Up advisor, welcome on in. Why the South so small? That's just how the map got made. And I haven't had the presence of mind or the time really to go into the save file and tailor it. Mass Connect as well, welcome. Benrout, welcome. You're lucky you've been placed in the south. But you can only normally pick where you end up at the start of a new dynasty. But welcome on in. I think you're a new face. But you come straight in with a join, so I assume you played before. We're just about to start. But we play a sort of light roleplay game here. Jacobian, welcome. Welcome back to the Pats. So we're just reviewing the situation. The kingdom's looking pretty good, truth be told. Not a single stat under 4. So we just got to try and keep defiance down and then bolster stability and authority a bunch and we'll be golden. I can't remember for the life of me where this treasury came from. Where did I get 8,500 gold pieces from? But yeah, we did have mercenary companies from the March, didn't we? It wasn't a hyperinflation event. But all right, everyone. Welcome on in, everyone. Let's go through the list. Welcome to our barons. We've got Baron Nilawa, Baron Gibbo, Baron Gwentaris, Baron Dean, Baron Katori, Baron Mero, and Baroness Kitty II. Welcome on in, all of our barons. Large and in charge, loads of you. With our grandees, we are joined first off by Grandee Whopper, Grandee Morgrim, Grandee Masconnect, a new kid on the block, Grandee Venril. Hello, welcome all of our grandees, and finally joining us at the start of the game for the patricians, we've got, if I can hover over it, Lady Patrician Vivi, Lord Patrician Advisor, Noble Patrician Piccolo, and Lord Patrician Jacobean. So welcome on in, everyone. Someone's making a noise outside my house, so I'm going to check that. And then we'll get started. Give me a moment. Okay, that was just somebody reversing a lorry or a little truck. Alright, we're going to start, as always, everyone, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I shall be the mother of the nation. Now that we have such good standing across the realm, none should fear for hunger or suffering. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a fabled passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. The cheese! Hello, welcome. Let's have the council introduction. Join, yeah, no worries. You've been placed here in with the grandees. Welcome aboard. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. Alright, who have we got from the patricians? Hello there, Jacobean. A pleasure, your august majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Look at a little pasty, little pale. Mass connect here for the grandees. May the ninth God bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. And finally, from the barons of the march, Gwentaris here. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your father, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Alright, let's get it on with it. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, what do we want? We're gonna say no to the blood oath, I believe. We wouldn't want that. But otherwise, it's good. We can have either A, lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, C, throw me in the river, or D, nobles put on a vast banquet. We are going to start the voting now. Type exclamation mark vote followed by the letter of the item you would like to vote for. The top item at the end of the vote will be what we enact upon. Hey Simon, welcome. Let me check sync. Simon, where are you? Why has my eyes stopped working? There you are. Yes, we got you your banner. The gold cloaks are back. There we are. Managed to fix it. You got premium. Where am I voting? Oh, I don't mind with this one. A or C, both are good. Both mean stability. Right, that's 11 votes so far. I'm going to do a final countdown of 3, 2, 1, and then we'll move on. Boom, boom. The coronation is a great success. Oh wait, I'm reading it in the Chancellor's voice. Jugglers, wine, fireworks and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but then again, what doesn't? Wine fountains, fountains of wine. Oh, the cheese. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you enjoy having us on in the background. Oh lord, it's time to vote for schemes, and we got Robin here of the Marrow Bloodline, looking quite grumpy. Robin of the Marrow Bloodline, legendary former bandit, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When did the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Cool, Baron's chance to vote. You got uprising. We're going to rely on a peasant revolution to take care of me. You got modernization if you want to co-op the army and use that. And you got gunpowder, which is big bang bang. Magic dust. Alrighty. Alrighty. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the queen before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aspen of the Vivi clan. A charismatic coastal rapscallion scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood disc, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Hermann III. Something must be done. Okay, Aspen. Options for the patricians. We got subterfuge, conspiracy, corruption. Subterfuge, you replace the council. Conspiracy, you're going to try and trap me in a loan agreement. And corruption, you're going to bribe your way into the palace. Okay, it looks like C for corruption has it. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they will ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must allow authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Praise of the Venville lineage. Well-known southern prodigy stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the south, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright, what do we got? We got sorcery if you want to make a deal with a wizard. Doppelganger if you want to find a body double to replace me with. Or excommunication if you want to chase me out of the church. And in the meantime, I'm going to go... It's not looking good. I keep yawning and closing my eyes. We're going to have a look at... Shut up, Norton. I don't care about you. Energy drink. FMX, welcome on in as well. And Mutated, welcome both of you. It'll be a dice roll. Yeah, it'll be a coin toss if they're drawing. Hold on. I'm just trying to order some energy drinks. It's not good. There we go. Oh my god, I gotta put in my age for an energy drink. What a time to be alive. Hey Lake Lock, welcome on in. Right, let's see. Enough nobles. Oh, you've all voted. Too late. No gamba. Well, there we go. Sorcery. Time to get down with Moral. Let me just have a look at everyone. Who joined? So FMX did. Why am I... There's mutated. The FMX. Welcome. Who else has joined? Who just came in? Lake, hello. Lake Lock, there you are. Welcome on in. Time to tank farming. Uh-oh. Lake, hello. Everyone say hello to Lake. Yeah, we've all voted. No, I was just going through because I was distracted. And Striker's... Hey, Silent Striker. Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Ready to have a cozy... What day is it? Saturday with us? Striker, you've been placed in the pats. There you are. And oh, thank you for doing a shout out for Striker. Everyone, Striker is a fellow streamer. It's been a while since they were last active, I think. I think the last game they were playing was Valheim. But yeah, welcome on in, Striker. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. Life has been tough lately, but I'm here. Keep hanging on in there, buddy. You know? Hang on in there. Yeah, kindly everyone consider giving Striker a follow. Hope you're well. I am knackered, so I've just ordered energy drinks. The Grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the Queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. I have plenty of positives going on. Oh, nice. I'll get through it, no worry. Yeah, it's good to hear, man. It's been a bit, but, you know, I'm glad you're still kicking about. Right, let's go for our rogues gallery here. We got Robin, our distant cousin in the march. The barons are pursuing a uprising scheme, and as such they need to make sure my treasury is at least 2,000 gold in 2 seasons time. It's currently at, well, more than 2,000 by some stretch, so I think the barons are going to be safe on that one. Raise, our ambitious vassal in the south, pursuing a sorcery scheme. So the Grandees initially want to make sure my authority is 5 or more in 2 seasons time. Could be good. I think it's going to be okay. We got 6 authority at the minute. And finally we got Aspen, our long lost nibbling, on the coast. The Pats are pursuing a corruption scheme, and as such they want to instead lower our authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons time. So good luck. May the best monarch win. And we're going to start right out. Things are good. Things are really good. Bada bing, bada boom. Golden choice. Let's spread the wealth a bit. Fishy wedding. And a petitioner from afar. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. And I'm playing a queen. What's it going to be hold on. Let me just do a vote. We'll see, because we got options here. Options are occurring. Redeem, tap the sign. Oh yes, tapping the sign. Yeah, let me open up the sign for you. Whoop. While I set up this vote, this poll. Who should we pursue? A rare chance for both Oreed, Law, Alright, this is for our marriage. So set it up. You'll all have one vote in chat. Arid is the goat. Arid is pretty good. But yeah, there's a sign. We are earnest and principled. So we're doing our best. Okay, we're trying our best. And as for the noble traits, what did you roll there? A 10 striker. So you got rules are rules. You want to see a fair application of the law whenever a crime is committed. There you are. Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you all. 10-1 votes in favour of O'Reed over Glorb. So let's start with that one. Your Majesty, there is a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. What does she want? You'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Arid, and I have a proposition for you. Who are you exactly? I am but a humble ship's captain, once a great renown, but that's a different time. Not a pirate then? No, Your Majesty, I would never countenance the fort. Okay, Arid, where are you from? Distant shores, Your Majesty. I prefer to keep my exact origins a secret. Tell me more about this proposition. You cannot have both, I'm afraid. 3 ships are docked in a harbour to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favour. Okay, and what is this favour? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessing and protection. I could show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Alright, what did you do? I don't know what you mean, Your Majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope. Right, well, we know. Safe harbour for muskets, golden choice on it. Bada bing, bada boom. Vote A. You get money, you get military, and we get O'Reed. What more could you want? DY for the chat. Oh, yes. No, it would have been Morgrim, yes. And thank you again, Morgan, for staying on top of things. Arid is monogamous, yeah. I think if you're married, like, it doesn't work, or it doesn't necessarily work, pursuing the Arid scheme. But alright, that's 18 votes. Only 3 people haven't voted. But I think we're good. I think that's people that are going to be up and away. Arid and her weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers as promised. Arid demonstrates by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. And if I remember right, it's been a long moment. But if I remember right, we need to have decent authority for her to like us, right? Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saul has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between 2 great nations. Not too much authority. Oh, really? I thought we needed to have, like, what was it? 5 or more authority for her to consider us. Keep it at 6? Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know, we'll see what we can do. Depths below, great nation. The Isle of Saul is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk. One of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimise this farce by allowing the Queen to attend. Whether I'm gonna go or not, I don't mind, but we're not gonna be super zealous about it. Oh, Striker, oh, there you go, you caught it. Zeph, where are you? There you are. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Patricians. Lovely, looking at that frothy green beard. Aquamarine colour. Alright, I think we are in favour of me attending the wedding. Want to marry my son or daughter? Nah. Yeah, it's good. I'm glad this is so popular, even after so long. This is my most viewed streams are the King of the Castle ones, and we get around 30 viewers every time. So it's great. Welcome on in. Thank you everyone for joining us again. Let's have a look. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. Huh. This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced that you will attend a wedding, the patricians are naturally scandalised. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favour of your decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. So that's good, right? We're all good. Yeah, the roleplay stuff is great. I'm so happy I made it and it's still going strong today. As a tradition, each region will offer a selection of elite guards. The patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the grandees with fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. And the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be Lord of Coin above all. Don't do nuns, they will kill you. I mean, here's the deal. I'm a bit of a populist. So if I open up the sign, I think I'm probably going to go for the gladiators, right? Not particularly militant, I'm not particularly faithful. And I do want to look after the common folks, so I think coastal gladiators are the best one. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. Give us the coastal gladiators. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive in a few weeks. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed. Eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry, they gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Oily men and oily women. Oily, oily, oily. Alright, we got our first auction of the game. So, let's have a look at our options. Authority is in a bit of a tug of war. So, if for whatever reason you want authority up, C, the monument, will help you out. If you want authority down, F, the theatre, is nice. And that's about it. It might be nice, I don't know, to increase trade here or increase stability there. But I reckon we'll have a tug of war between C and F. And the oily non-binary pals, yes, yes. Give me the authority, sir. Alright, here's everyone's money, in case your plugin isn't working. And we're going to start the auction right now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded to you. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream. So I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. Right, what do we got in a minute? B and A? B and F? BF? Best friend. Grand Bazaar and Theatre. Not bad. Oh, A's back up there again with the Deer Park. Alright everyone, eyes down. 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Right, what did we... Oh, both the Grand Bazaar and the Deer Park. Okay. I can see it. Okay, what we want is a private exchange. Let's deal with this. The Curve Captain, you're allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons. She has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette after all. Worse, some suspect her of being a Curve spy. Very well, I will have a word. You find her rude, pacing halls far from her assigned chambers. Can I help you? Curve bounty hunters landed in the coast not long ago. I see where you're going with this. Exactly, they're looking for me. I did not expect them to come here. Clearly I was wrong. Hey Dutchies, thank you for the follow. Glad you're having fun. We play every Saturday and Sunday pretty much, unless I have something come up in real life. But yeah, welcome to the club. I did not expect them to come here. Clearly I was wrong. Alright, let's see. You'll be fine if you stay with me. Yeah. Are you sure? I'm the Queen. There is nowhere safer. Very well. I hope my trust is not misplaced. Your August Majesty, Your Esteemed Highness, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. Yes, mutated zombie. A new island has risen, halfway between our shores and the Isle of Saul. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty, the Finfolk raised an island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Saul. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Saulish hands. I say... You know what? This sounds like a wizard job. Let's pay a wizard to sink it back into the sea. Vote C for golden choice, everyone. Alright, I'll hang around for a little bit. They won't lose their objective, there's loads of treasury. The only reason I'm doing this is because I rarely ever, when this shows up, have 2,100 gold, really. So I don't get to see this event play out that often. Also, they're getting 500 gold a pop for voting in favour of it. So, right, final countdown. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1. If you've yet to vote, vote for C to get your money. A boom, boom. There we go. The wizard waddles into your throne room. A thin pool of brine forms around his feet, staining your nice carpet. You want me to put that island back underwater? Big bit of old magic that, and I have to go up against the Finn folk. You will be adequately compensated. My tower of coral does need some repairs. I'll do it. The wizard is as good as his word. A few weeks later, the island sinks back beneath the waves and suddenly as it first appeared. With the island dowry gone, the Archduke's wedding plans fall through. You hear no more chatter about Finfolk marriages. Isn't that great? Wasn't that wonderful? Problem solved. All it cost us was a big bag of gold. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I'm going to say women. On the off chance this impacts my ability to romance Sir Reed. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Across the kingdom, discontent with the Queen is rising. Everyone knew she was better off, but until now it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their so-called benevolent overlord. And as everyone knows, once a question's been asked, it cannot be unasked. Hold on a moment, knock on the door. Oh, we got an energy drink. What a time to be alive. I can just push a button on my computer, it will arrive within half an hour. Oh. Alright. Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring Baroness Kitty II's impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked and the barons settle down for some light treason as a treat. It was Just Eat, Silent Striker, and if I didn't spend more than £10, then it was going to cost me $2.99 just for the delivery. I ain't got free delivery after spending £10. So I had to order a bunch of other random crap. Hey Ephra, welcome on in. Look at that. Patricians are now massive. Thick. Thick patties. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope your hand is on the way to recovery. The barons settled down for some light treason as a treat. The common folk are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now they know how much wealth the Queen's hiding, they're itching to get rid of her. I was even able to get away with levying a little extra tax this year. And even that I blamed on the Queen. Isn't it lovely having a scapegoat? Aye, and now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that Queen Hermann III is not only greedy, she's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Yikes! Down in the south, Grandee Lakelock II is practicing her swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly the sky turns black, a flash of light, a boom of thunder. A figure stands where the charred scraps of the dummy used to be. Half moral, wizard of the storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I've observed many grave injustices committed by the Queen's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening, but alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my behalf. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty, but sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons' time. Good luck. Godspeed. Praise the ninth. I have no reason to tax or bribe anyone, so we'll just common tax for everyone there. The dreams of being. Highlight my message. Hey, Slippity, I didn't see you come in. Oh, there you are. Welcome aboard, buddy. Noble patricians, our time is nigh for rebellion. While the others cause chaos, we can start a war. You've got the weakest military. Alright, I don't want to... Everyone's just like, we can't do it. Half of them are like, oh, we can't really do it. And the other half are like, that's expensive. That's not good for business. We don't like that. Your Majesty, these good folk are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Kurth, they say. Queen Hermann III, we greet you humbly. How may I help you? We're searching for somebody, a fugitive you might say. Last we heard she went by the name of Reed. What kind of fugitive is she? The ships under her command are property of the Republic of Kurth, as is their cargo. I'm afraid she is under my protection. As we feared, still perhaps we can work out a deal. The Grand Pensionary of Kurth is offering a large bounty for the return of this woman. We're sure the esteemed queen such as yourself would not risk drawing Kurth's ire. As proof of our goodwill, we'll even allow you to keep the firearms that were stolen. You know what? I get money, you get money, they get money. It's all good. We'll just pay them to take somebody else. Vote C, everyone, for Golden Choice, and that's so Reed sorted out. You want to fight, Curve? No. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. Hey, Lurks, welcome on in. I'm leaning towards doing a bit more Crusader Kings when we're done with today's King of the Castle. So we might get to see the final pages of King Guy's life. Got a couple of bits I want to do before he dies. Yeah. Alright, that's 21 votes out of 24. I think that's going to be everyone. The bounty hunters do not take long to consider your offer. They return to the Curve with the head of a nameless prisoner. You hope officials back in the Republic will be none the wiser. Oreed decides to stay in the kingdom, offering her advisory services to your navy as payment for sparing her. There we go. Miners, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the march. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. Victims of the crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the crystal pox can be harvested and used in jewellery. If we allow the pox to spread, we could make money in the march. By the ninth woman, that's heartless, even for you. It's the only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want for the march, to lose money? Yes. C, everyone. Surely, right? C is the way. We got to make sure the march doesn't spread to the other regions. What the hell is that? I'm so glad I vetoed A. Well, gonna be real with you all. I'm very disappointed. I can't believe the Baron's era would have been over if it had been quarantined. Now everyone's going to take a hit. The council divers and delays and does nothing. And the crystal pox spreads like wildfire across the march. The Queen would just let it spread? I don't know. Farms lie fallow, soldiers die in droves, peasants turn away from a god that abandoned them. Uh-oh. However, it's not all bad news. Making the best of a bad situation, the barons harvest gemstones from pox-stricken peasants and sell them for a tidy profit. Okay, let's see what we got. I found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. And a partner for life to have and to hold, don't forget. Indeed, your majesty. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see these ladies. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. What do I even want, really? I mean, I want Oreed, but... Someone that's got a good relationship with the peasants and doesn't cause any real scandals. That's the way we want to go. You're principled. I don't think you should marry a Reed for RP. Wait, what? What's that got to do with it? Principled, hold on. Try to be fair and consistent. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how marrying O'Reed would be against it. Yeah. In other news, as continuing the event train. Oh yeah, so that'd be Ernest, right? From the coast we have Eulalia, wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Zefnik's estate. I mean, just look at her, she's gorgeous. And apparently she's got a silver tongue too. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the patricians. She's an absolute fountain of energy, no one can keep up with her. Yeah, you know, she's alright. Pretty huntress, nothing wrong. From the south, Cardosa, eldest daughter of the Cheese lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's a savvy businesswoman who had success in the spice trade. Unfortunately, all the business went belly up due to her ramshackle accounting. Oh. So we got a pretty huntress, a egocentric businesswoman who's doing dirty accounting. And finally we have the Marches offering Katja, Skyne of the prestigious Nilawa bloodline. Typical Baroness really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. And apparently she's a hell of a fighter, brave as a lioness, tough as nails, a terror to behold. Give her half a chance and she'll expound at length about how we should improve the lot of the peasants. That's the one we want. Sorry, the cheese. But we're good for the peasants here. Sounds good. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Which do you wish to marry? It'll be Katja of the March. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. No, O'Reed might be next season. Blood, ashes and damnation, sea and storm take us all. Whatever is the matter? I offered cash to a palace official and he acted like I was trying to give him life. It doesn't surprise me. The Queen's authority is quite respected. You're lucky he didn't turn you over to the watch. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What's the world coming to? Hey, Gibbo. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye to Gibbo in chat. The patrician's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Manage democracy calls. No worries. Enjoy hell diving. Let's see. What have we got? We got... Ooh. Call for unity, I think. We'll take that. Here we are. Yes. Though it's been a long day of council sessions, you stopped by O'Reed's quarters before retiring for the night. The Chancellor mentioned that she wanted to see you. Here we go. Inside, you're met by a peculiar sight. She's laid out a table with expensive food, a bottle of wine cools in an ice bucket, candles flicker in the darkness. Your luminance, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done in keeping me safe. Is this what I think it is? It's merely a token of my gratitude, my queen, the least I could do. Are you imagining it, or do you hear a tinge of affection when she says my queen? She's never called you that before. Join her and be merry. You enjoy a night of good wine and questionable food. She tells you stories of the faraway mist-laden Kurth, her former life as a senator, her escapades as an outlaw. To tell you the truth, my crime against Kurth were more than I initially let on. If I had succeeded, you might have called it a coup. But the Republic is not what it once was. I was young and headstrong. Oh, I understand you want to change things. Yes, that's me in a nutshell. Always aiming high. She glides closer to you, wine-speckled lips glistening in the candlelight. A stray hand creeps behind your shoulder. Never stop aiming high. She leans in, eyes fluttering. Draw it in for a passionate kiss. You lose yourself in her embrace. Suddenly you forget your crown, your responsibilities, your whole kingdom. All that matters is her. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I want to be with you. But you are engaged to be Red, and I refuse to play second fiddle to anyone, even for you. Then I'll call it off and marry you instead. You will? She looks uncharacteristically timid for a moment, then embraces you. Let's spend the night together and celebrate a little longer. There'll be a lot to straighten out in the coming months. You do so gladly. A wine-fueled, laughter-ridden night ensues. You wake up the next morning with a splitting headache. Arid's strong arms wrapped around you. Pox in the capital. Your Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the march to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. The streets are covered in glittering statues of the afflicted. Oh no! Indeed, Your Majesty, if only someone could have prevented it. If only. In any case, a rumour has spread among the peasants. They believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the Queen's touch. And what exactly do they mean by that? Exactly as it sounds. You laying your hands upon the infected and, I don't know, blasting them with royal healing powers. But I don't have royal healing powers. We both know that, but the common folk have always been superstitious about the hidden magics of the Queen. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, or rather your hands on them. Alright, what if I can actually help? Crystal pox has no cure, Your Majesty. Only the ninth god can heal them now. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. Here we go, everyone. Golden choice on B. Let's heal the afflicted. Let's do it. We're going to look after people. At least this is going to calm them down. Vote B for golden choice. And I shall walk amongst the peasantry. I hope it doesn't fail. I'm pretty sure if I fail this one, I die. So... Right, final countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll move on. No, can't I get crystal pox through this? The next day you ride out to the capital's central square and find a swarming mass of peasants waiting. They're a wretched sight, encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths, climbing over each other in their eagerness to reach you. Touch me, your majesty! Cure us, save us! As you walk amongst them and lay your hands upon as many as you can, they bow and scrape and thank you for your kindness. But there are thousands of them, and while they may be polite, their sheer numbers are terrifying. Still, somehow the City Watch keeps order. At the end of the day, you head back to the palace, exhausted to your very bones. Turns out, you can't really cure it. The crystal pox continues to ravage the capital, but the legend of your personal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon half the kingdom believes in your healing touch. When the pox finally passes, gemstones litter the streets, but people are too busy mourning to pick them up. The treasurer has her servants collect them under the cover of darkness. Pulling off the wedding to marry a swashbuckling senator turned pirate from faraway Curve. Oh, the bards will simply lap it up, your majesty. It goes without saying the nobles won't be happy, but at least you're marrying someone. I persuade the archbishop to go through with the ceremony. It could be worse. At least I'm not marrying a fish. Well, I wish you both luck. That afternoon, you find yourself in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with O'Reed at your side. Her dress uniform is freshly starched, medals gleaming, and stained glass sunlight. I now pronounce you queen and wife. Once you're finally alone, she cracks open another bottle of wine. Where does she keep getting those? You wonder if she's been at your own stash. So passes another night of raucous laughter, drunken escapades. Part of you wishes it could go on forever, but the kingdom won't run itself. We did it! That's awfully speciesist, my queen. Well, I mean, it's just funny because we had the Glorb events as well. We are so good, though. Look at this. Look at the state of the kingdom. Nobody's passing their schemes anytime soon. Stability and authority both need to drop, and they're pretty high up. And farming needs to drop for the grandees, but that's not going to happen. Oh my good god. We're doing okay. Hold up. I thought, right. Didn't we have the crawlers, like, on pause? Didn't you say we're doing okay? I mean, we were. Your Holiness, there's been a terrible fire. The city is of Aranjar. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smouldering ash. Dozens of knaves have died. Oh, the update reset the files. Okay. Alright, here we go. Some soldiers stationed in the city got drunk and were fooling around. They tied a burning stick to a cow's tail as a prank, but the beast went mad and ran through the city, setting hundreds of fires. Poor cow. I hope the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. Yes, I think it's perfectly fine. We're going to do a golden choice. Everyone, we're going to rebuild in stone rather than wood. Vote B to get your cash money. No, so the way it works, the save file will give you like a countdown, a cooldown timer for certain events. But I'm guessing they've changed it or altered it in some way. So there might be the previous cooldown, the one that I've tampered with to block the event happening, probably isn't triggering anymore, and so there'll probably be a new one, I'd imagine. I'll find out. I'll find out at some point later tonight when I check through the save file. A specific patch file to block the event. Wait, was it? Oh, wasn't this one on a cooldown? I can't even remember. We got the 8th chapter, we got Smoke Lemongrave, and a couple of others. But yeah, there we go. We're going to rebuild. The Crawlers doesn't. Oh, okay. Alright, no worries then, Morgrim. That's fine. I thought this was one of the ones that had a cooldown. The rebuilding process will break the bank and take much longer, but the fire should never again ravage Aranjar's sturdy stone buildings again. Your esteemed Highness, our mutual friend Grandy FMX has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract to southern farmland. Naturally, we patricians recommended they fill in the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger our crops, but the FMX refuses to do so. Peasants have gone missing, Your Holiness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. They are not to be trifled with. Hey, Neko, welcome on in. Neko Jita, Neko, where are you? There you go, top of the patricians. Welcome on in. Assemble the council. Thank you, Your Majesty. Let's see. We want... We're not doing this. We're either going to abandon the fields or we're just going to investigate further. I like it. That's fine. That's good. We're okay with this. All that glitters, you're just going to ignore them. Mark my words, this problem isn't going to go away if you just bury your heads in the soil. Commoners don't have to be told twice. The land around the newly discovered tunnels is abandoned. Overnight, villages and all. Only a few lookouts, caretakers and the FMX themselves remain. The countryside goes silent for a long time, with the crawlers making no appearances above ground. Jazz, hello, welcome. It's another patrician. Welcome aboard. Station. Your Majesty, it's our honour to invite you to the Lord's Hunt next year. The hunt will be taking place in late spring, so keep your schedule clear. No, I don't think we'll go for the achievement this time. Look forward to it. Of course, why wouldn't you? So then looking around, we got Barons may want to drop stability. They can do so with B, the prison. What else is on the auction? The patricians want to lower authority. They can do so with F, the theatre. And the grandees can lower some farming with C, the deer park. Other stuff that could work, I mean, we could get E, the aqueduct, to give the patricians 10 farming and slow down the grandees' chances. A, the fortress would allow the barons to climb back up with their military. And D, the Grand Bazaar wouldn't be terrible. Here's a list of all our nobles and everyone's money. We're going to start the auction right now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item that you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else that you bid on will be refunded back to you. You got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. There's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Alright, what do we currently got? C and A. Big. Boom! Go for it, 10 seconds. Go, go, go! So what did we end up with? F and A. Theatre bringing authority down, fortress bringing military up. Good job, everyone. Oh. Okay, so we're going to start Tithe Trouble, Mercantile Complaint, and then about your heir. Your Highness, I've come to submit a complaint about the grandees of the south. Lately, they've been neglecting their tithes. How dare they forget their duties to the church? The worst offender is Grandee Morgrim Moon. She hasn't paid her tithe in years. Morgrim, how could you do this? Archie is very disappointed in you. I want an example to be made of her. Sorry, Morgrim. Your tithe hasn't been making it to the church for some reason. Investigate your tithes. Look, we'll just order you, right? I think that's fair. I'll do a golden choice and I'll just tell you all to pay up because I'm not like super into it. And if you vote A, you get money back anyway, so you'll end up with more money than you had beforehand. Maybe you tried to pay in game files. Archie is sadly only interested in money. Morgrim's tithe comes in. Archie opens the chest, and it's just a bundle full of documents. What is this wizard shit? Benrel, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're having fun. Again, we'll be playing some more tomorrow, and we try and do every Saturday and Sunday, provided my day job doesn't interrupt that. So yeah, 20 out of 21 out of 26. So yeah, I think that's everyone. Cyber, no. Look, people come in and then people go and do other stuff. They come and go. Not everyone's going to necessarily play throughout the whole game. So it's okay. There's going to be some people that were here for the first hour or so and then have gone off. But Simon, thank you, thank you, but please try not to agitate in chat too much. By the 9th, how are we to bear the brunt of all this tithing and taxation? I'm left with scarcely enough money to keep my horses. The grandees grumble, but the Archbishop is grateful for your support. The church grows in the south. Hello, Hero Tour. I think that's how I say your name. Hello, welcome on in. Pilgrim isn't having issues with money. I don't know how it selects people for different events. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the March have bribed the barons to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade of copper and furs, the March's most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices and pushing small traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Heteror. If I could. Heteror. Welcome on in. You're in the Barons. How does the roleplay work? Let me show you quickly. I've got my own roleplay stuff that I'm sticking to. But as for roleplay for yourself and for other nobles, you can find advanced roleplay stuff. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. You can find advanced roleplay stuff on my Ko-fi page. So these two links that I've just shared and pinned here, you can freely download the PDFs for all of my own little roleplay rules designed for this game. But if you just want something to quickly get started, you can type !2d6 in chat, roll a couple of dice, and you get like a quick prompt here. You got a 2. Oh, okay, look at that. The Monarch's Patsy. You always vote in favour of the Monarch's ambition when you can. A fellow loyalist, yeah. People for events are random. Some events have it, so like the boat race will be the richest nobles, for example. Yeah, let me put this away. But welcome on in. And yeah, feel free to just have fun with us all. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Well, we're not interested in a bribe. Is it good business or is it bad business? You all decide. Okay, it looks like it's just good business. I mean, it can still be swung. So I'll do a final count now. 3, 2, and 1, and then we'll move on. We send the merchant away, ignoring his desperate protests. Over the next few weeks, more and more small traders cross the march, start going bankrupt. But the biggest companies are expanding each day and recording incredible profits. Time to open a bottle of wine. Piccolo, yes, that is the lesson. Don't be poor. Hey, Vinix. Where are you? You've joined the Barons. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's my finger slipped while doing it. Your marriage to Reed has leaped from strength to strength over the past few months. Truly, you found your soulmate, and every day you count your blessings. It's high time you thought about an heir. Oh, Reed, we're so good. Well, you're finally married, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm sure me and O'Reed will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Right. I'm very quickly gonna nip to the bathroom, everyone. See you in a bit. Benro, goodbye. Thank you very much for being here. Everyone say goodbye to Benro and chat. Everyone, sorry for the ad breaks there. Just need to go for a quick wee-wee. And now anyone coming in won't have to watch a pre-roll. But you didn't miss anything. Right. Are we all back in? One's in chat if you're back in. I see you're all saying goodbye to Venrel, so must be. Oh, must be alright. Patrician and Grandy alliance against the Crown and Barons? I don't know. Alright. Back in March, Baroness Kitty II has met with her co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measure, and there seems a little cause for celebration. It's no good, the common folk are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Ah, lazy good-for-nothings can't even get off their backsides for a measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy. Don't allow the Queen time to stabilise. The Baron's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Down in the south, Lakelock II is visiting The wizard Aphmore in her tower, floating on an island amidst the clouds. I walked through the apiary last night, Grandee. The dreams of being are still ruled in their crystalline cities. What is taking so long? Please, just give me a few more months. That's... by all that is holy, I won't let you down. Hurry up! I'm not accustomed to failure. Sparks fly from Aphmore's fingers and Grandee Lake II yelps in pain, her hair standing on end. The Grandee's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Yeah, I think common everyone is fine. I think we're okay. And the wreck. I thought this one was on a pause as well. Oh wait, no, this is a curved ship. Okay. An opportunity, Your Majesty. The curved ship sunk last week, just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Curved vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. By the night, in fact, it's closer to our city of Hyphos than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You're having money problems. Your esteemed highness, esteemed council. Don't let this liar fool you. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to pay you money, and we're going to return the bounty to Kurth. Okay? We need some diplomacy wins. So C is the way. C for golden choice. You get cash, and I get a brownie point with Kurth. I need those Kurth brownies, I do. Many Kurth brownies will come to you if you salvage a ship and send it back. Right, that's 20 votes out of 28. I'm gonna do a final countdown again. Boom, boom. Okay, then. Kurth, what did those dogs ever do to deserve this? Now the Queen and her Kurth wife are in favour of Kurth over us nobles, yes. Although both the Grandees and the Patricians protest your decision, the salvage goes ahead. You retrieve handcrafted furniture, a strange music box, and a few barrels of pickled herring. It doesn't seem like much, but the Kurth diplomat accepts it gracefully, providing a significant amount of gold in return. Hey! Cash money, 800 gold. Your Holiness, I'm in danger. The crawlers beneath my farms are called Varga. I've been doing research. I've learned frightening things. First, I need access to the secret library at Quail University. There must be more information there. Oh, and I need more soldiers to protect my family. The Varga are watching me. Never mind all that, my liege. The waves of refugees, common folk, are fleeing the cruel lands and overrunning the march. We need support. Okay, we want FMX to get knowledge, I believe. You'll prioritise this fool over the march in its entirety? What a sham! Though you try to persuade them to stay, a contingent of barons close to Baron Vincic leave in a huff for the march to sort out their own problems. We kind of want C. Alright, we want C. We want to have the research going through. That's the goal. We want to understand our enemies so we can beat them. I don't believe we want to lose the fight against the Varga. But Whopper, I don't think yours went through for some reason. Okay. Alright, final countdown, everyone. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. The FMX is grateful, showing little regard even for their own families still in the south. They make the move before the end of winter. Your August Majesty, esteemed Highness, Lord Patrician Chaz II has been having prophetic dreams. It's true, I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Alright, give us a prophecy then. I look to the future, and it speaks through me. No more, no less. One thing, Baron Haterer should beware of onion soup. And the colour red will bring bad fortune to Baron Gibonexus. But that's my favourite colour. Please, your August Majesty, have him foretell the future of the Council. We could gain insight into these great mysteries. I'll leave it up to you all. I think maybe just this once would be the best way. Ah, a true call for unity vote. Look at it. Oh God, okay. The Barons are blood hungry. Very close though. Let's see, that's 23 votes total. So 5 people yet to vote. I think that's good. What? But, your August Majesty. Lord Patrician Chaz II yells out as the watch haul him away. The Queen's iron grip will rust and crumble away. Beware, beware. His word echoes as the doors slam. Nobles start muttering to each other and glancing at you. Could he be right? Salutes in chat. Chaz II has been lost to be replaced by Chaz III. Let's have a climb the kill count. 1 noble removed from the council. He foretold the rebellion. What a goat. Ah, yeah. Right, we got the... So, wait, where's our... Oh, a booming crop. There we go. Alright, let's start with this. Your Majesty, the yields from coastal farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. Why, every noble banquet boasts lemons from the coastal trees. They're delicious. They've even hybridized a new variety of juice that can cleanse wounds and heal infections. Still stings, though. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. By the ninth, wait a moment. Can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know that our produce is very much in demand. We're in the middle of securing a lemon trade agreement with Tavolin. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. I'm gonna say... we don't need the Tavolin deal. You know what? Let's do golden choice on A. A is the way. I'll pay you all some cash money, and we can help out the kingdom. Accommodate those scholars. We need the Tavolin deal? No, you don't. No. You're good. You're good. You don't need that stuff. Okay, A is going through it. Looks like a final countdown. Chase out any votes that are yet to happen. Come on in and vote. Final countdown starting now. Boom, boom. Scholars are delighted, but not least because they don't have to fund the expedition themselves. Swedish leprechaun, hello. There you are, you're in the Barons. Welcome aboard. The patricians grudgingly accept the stipend, which dwindles down to a token amount once the policy fees and the paperwork is filed. As knowledge of the coastal lemon spreads across the kingdom, fields flourish. Lemons are quickly used to heal wounds from accidents and even army troops. The health of the nation vastly improves. Can I smell rebellion? Oh, the Pats are upset. Not quite yet. Your Majesty, we're having terrible problems in the march. The people have lost faith in the Ninth God, and the churches are being left to crumble. Without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. Dark news indeed. We must remind the Marcher folk that they are lost without the knife to protect them, especially once they are past. Oh, what just happened there? Hey, Casey Ming, thank you. Thank you for the raid. Holy crap. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? Casey, what's up? Were you streaming King of the Castle? Oh, what was that? What was that noise? Oh, Casey, thank you for the follow there, buddy. Thank you very much. We royalists now? It can be. You want to. So many noises. Oh, look, there's hello. I take it. Did you lead the raid over here? Hello, raiders. Welcome on in. And hello, KC. For the new people coming here, oh yes, let me show you all my roleplay for King of the Castle. We're playing King of the Castle, by the way. I'm Thrifty Tokens. Thank you for coming in and giving us the time. Thank you for following the raid and sticking about. We are currently role-playing Queen Hermann III. She is earnest and principled and is trying to look after the common folk. That's the roleplay we got set up for today. Looking at the minute, we got ghouls rising up in the march. You know what? We're not going to take them as cheap labour. We're going to deal with the ghouls one way or another. Cheap labour would be terrible. I mean, less jobs for the average working person. Alright, what do we got? Hey TL, welcome on in. Where are you? Yeah, see, I got you. I got you the, what is it? The premium flag. I sorted that out for you. Alright, it's very close. We're either A, sending more priests to the march, or B, cremating the bodies. Lourdes, ooh, let's have a look. Yes, you did. There you go. You're in the Grandees. Lost the game? Oh, God. Okay. What game? Sorry to hear that. The game? The game. Don't ask what. I know the game. I am a fellow millennial. I remember the meme. But burning bodies goes against our holy teachings. Fire is for heretics and demons. You'll regret this. Pagan as it may be, the practice of cremation does prevent any more ghouls from rising in the march. But from that point forward, the Archbishop undermines your authority at every opportunity. Uh-oh. Right. After several days riding along muddy roads, you have arrived at the March of the Lord's Hunt. What weapon did you bring for the occasion? Well, a hunt with a spear. What animals did you bring to help you catch your prey? Let's have a falcon. Ah, your majesty, I'm pleased you could make it. I see you bought a spear. Marvellous choice, your majesty. I discorded you the wiki link if you want to infect the chat. Oh, God, okay. Yeah, yes, I know it. Yes, it is what I knew it to be. You bought a falcon. Good for the small game, your majesty. I hope you're not hoping to hunt a deer with that thing, though. These woods are teeming with game, your majesty. As the queen, it's up to you to decide what we hunt. It's going to be ducks. I want to get some ducks. I'd hope you'd be hunting slightly larger game this morning, Your Majesty, but I must respect your decision. Ducks are delicious, okay? Cyberdef lifts a horn to his lips and blows, producing a sound that scares the birds from the surrounding trees. Let the Lord's hunt commence. You spur your horse through the undergrowth, your spear clutched in your sweaty palms, your falcon soars overhead. Keep your spirit ready, Your Majesty. You'll only get one throw. As you ride on, there, feathery cloud of ducks burst from the undergrowth ahead. Chuck your spear. You throw a spear at an awkward angle and funk. As the ducks fly away, you stare in surprise to see your spear now sticking through the stomach of Baron Cyberdef. Oh. Why? Cyberdef collapses, clutching his stomach and groaning in agony. The other barons rush about in a panic while you stare at what you've done. Sorry, I didn't mean to. In the end, it takes Cyberdef's 3 days to die, but he does die. Rumours swirl that you bumped him off deliberately. The long ride back to the capital is a muted, awkward affair. Cyber, no! Loyal gold cloak. Cyber, I'm sorry. Salutes in chat. Oh. Cybern the First has passed away. Cybern the Second will join the council. Yikes, that was bad. Kill count climbs up to 2. Just slap straight through the guts. Oh, yikes. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest schemes. Great news, my friend. The palace officials have been more accepting of my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the Queen's rooms while she's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the Queen's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. Ah, so what's next? What does... Oh, 9? Hold on, let me get through this and then I'll open it. Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize will be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the Queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the Queen. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the Queen as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. So yeah, you rolled a 9, did you say? 9 is a noble's noble. You're generally in favour of noble pursuits, such as, but not limited to, jousting, hunting, dueling, and daft wagers. Daddy might have been killed in a hunt, but we still love it. So stability 4 or less in 3 seasons for the Pats now. Making the Pats and the Barons a sort of alliance. Vicarious visitations. Which one is this? You're out in the palace, but oh, this is the Volga. Okay. You're out on the palace balcony, enjoying the view, when you're suddenly accosted by Grandy FMX, a wild look in their eyes. Your Holiness! They're in my head, the crawlers. They have a message for you. They're in your head? This vessel is inadequate, but the tongue works well. Its words. You are queen of this pitiful hive. You will listen and obey. I'm speaking to? We are the Vorga, and our words from this woman. Your hatchlings, like hollow-headed cattle, scurry in search of knowledge that will destroy them. Soon we will leave this land and enjoy softer soil. You will not follow. But where are you going? Your thoughts, too pink and branching, could not comprehend our vectors. Maybe we can work together? We are not equals. You are but sand betwixt our feelers. Oh, never mind then. Your thoughts are tiring, as is the sordid nature of this exchange. Notice we will scatter you like ash if you impede us. Grandy FMX shakes their head suddenly, then blinks at you. What happened? Did they speak to you? You have to stop your research. But we're so close to understanding them. These strange creatures and their vast powers, how could I? You will do as your queen commands. They storm off, you confiscate their books and research, just in case. You pray that this bizarre ordeal is finally over, and that you never hear from the mysterious Vorga ever again. Your esteemed Highness, I have the most wonderful solution to all that excess gold cluttering your treasury. We should put on a mock sea battle in the coastal arena. For too long have we put up with gladiators fighting to death on dry land. Boring, that sounds expensive. That's the point. It would be the event of the century. We waterproof the arena and fill it with seawater. Then we crew a few custom-built ships with our most expendable gladiators and have them duke it out before a screaming crowd. I don't... Either we're all in or we're not, I reckon. I'll leave it up to you all. Let's get mad. Don't look like it. Oh. Holy Christ, this is close. An actual tie. Whopper, did you get through again or were you blocked out again? Oh no, you're on there. Zapazak, there you are. No, you're in. No worries. Now then, yeah, we can spend money on this. Why not? Let's have fun. Oh, marvellous. I shall make the arrangements at once. A few weeks later, the mock sea battle is held in Phalassus. You watch from the royal box. Wait, what? No countdown? I mean, that was everyone voting, like 24. That seems like everyone. Two ships battling each other, tossed on artificial waves. Gladiators swinging on ropes with cutlasses between their teeth. A naked spectator swimming across the arena and getting eaten by a shark. This show has everything you'd hope for and more. A few competitors round, of course, but that's what they signed up for. The show attracts tourists from across the kingdom and inspires a new wave of patriotic peasants to join the coastal navy. A grand success. Zap was he? Oh, okay. I don't know. My bad. Striker, I think... Oh, if it's the plugin sometimes bugs out. But Striker, you're definitely in here. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Yeah, you can maybe reboot it by refreshing the page, but it's best to just wait for it. It gets a bit fussy at times. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? What is their name? Hermann IV. Huzzah, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Hermann IV will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. So our third auction of the game. We have two of you, barons and patricians, want a lower stability. They can do so with F, the prison. Grandees still want a lower farming. They can do so with C, the deer park. Other stuff, I mean, it's a mixed bag of things. We can put authority up or down. But here's everyone and their money, in case your plugin isn't working, so you can find how much cash you got. And we will start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top two items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Hold up, what have we got? The cheese, bye, goodbye cheese. See you tomorrow, buddy. Everyone say goodbye to cheese in chat. Let's have a look. F and B. B, the Thieves Guild. F, the prison. Ooh. 10 seconds left, everyone. 10 seconds left. Boom. B suddenly at the end there, a Thieves Guild. B and F. Stability, a Thieves Guild on one side of the kingdom and a prison on the other. Wowee. Fantastic work. Right, low on lumber and then bankruptcy looms. Let's go. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. I told you 1,000 times, Grandy. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract and says contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Highness, the Barons can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. By patrician hate. Yeah, chill it, dial it back a bit, guys. Like, I know there's a lot of people that have strong feelings because the Barons trumped the game for the first, like, 6 games. But, you know, just chill out a bit. Instead of pointing fingers at each other all the time in chat, just let stuff go a bit. It's all law. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it is, but, you know, still... Try and keep things chill in the chat. Let's have a look. Don't make me stop stitching and pay attention to you. No, it's okay. What exactly? The Barons won like 6 games in a row. Cherry Bon, hello. Welcome on in. Let's have a look-see. We don't know. The haunted lumber. Should the Grandees be allowed to go? Hunting reserve is silly. We're not doing that. We can fence it off. I think is probably the best option. D, fence the area off. Let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds with the Barons. That sounds fantastic, I guess, but you know. Oh, Cherry, welcome on in. Didn't realise you joined. Where are you? Oh wait, Cherry, you haven't joined. Type !join. Followed by the pronouns of choice. So join he or join she, join they. And then you can vote, because then you'll be in the game. It's a whole 40%. What could go wrong? I mean, it's true. 40%. Oh, Cherry, there you are. You're in the Grandees. Welcome aboard. Yes. There you go. You're Grandee of the South, and I don't know, have you played with us really before? Grandees want to lower farming across the board. No, it'll be !join she, one whole thing. But no worries. It's good you're in the game. Yeah, so you can vote now, !vote followed by A, B or D, depending on what you want to see. Neko Jeter's voting D. I think that's covered it. There you go, Cherry Bon. Yeah, so that'll have done your vote there. No problem. Okay, 3, 2, 1 and we'll move on. My lumber. I paid for that. Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken and it's for your own good. When it's clear the council won't reconsider its position, Grandee Lourdes slinks back to the south. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend. Malumber, no lumber. Right, we need cash money. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I think it's fine to crack open tombs, that's alright. The buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You're the royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounced you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. Alright, your ambition, is that all that's left? It is. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the mother of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed. They think of you fondly. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of a revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. And the nobles will forget their schemes, if you win. I think it's fairly easy. Fairly obvious what we want to lean into here. Obviously we want to be beloved by the common folk. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your accomplishments to the masses. But you will need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can, and of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Cash money would be nice, but no. If we can't have war with Ashmead, let's have a civil war. A burglary and a jailbreak. Let's deal with the jailbreak. We know who this is. Your Serene Highness, do you remember Lord Patrician Chaz II? Oh, the fellow who threw in my dungeon. That's right, my uncle. You threw him in prison for seeing the future. Well, he escaped. He's cunningly concealed his escape tunnel behind a 6-foot wide oil painting of cavorting nymphs. Great gods! Why was this a villain allowed such a painting in his cell at all? Whether or not, Chaz II was a Lord Patrician and accommodated accordingly, at the patrician's request. Pontus, welcome. Let me hunt down this outlaw, Your Majesty. I'll show these soft-hearted patricians how a baron keeps his prisoners. Ooh. Peterman. Pontus, go out and get him. We gotta find Chaz, bring him back to the dungeon. Golden choice on A, everyone. Oh. Okay then, okay. 17 plus 4, 21 votes. I think that's most of you. Final countdown. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll move on. Boom, boom. I swear by the ninth, Your Majesty, I won't let you down. I won't return until I've taken Chaz Waffletail's head. The next dawn, surrounded by a posse of hollering Marcher soldiers, Baron Pontus rides out to hunt down Chaz. A week later, he returns triumphant, holding up a Charlie Waffletail's head as trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, I got him. Baron Pontus' success causes quite distress among the patricians, especially those who knew Chaz personally, but Marcher morale is sky high. What a headache. Chaz. With Lord Patrician Chaz II's escape cut short, the message is clear. No one can escape the Queen's justice for long. Okay. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. Alright, can we do things to actually help people? The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power, then you can pass whatever reforms you like. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. You're hustled onto your palace balcony, below which a sea of expectant and unwashed faces gaze up at you. Oh, sorry, did I miss it? Oh, my bad. I was too busy yawning. As you step out into view, they erupt in cheers, hats are thrown in the air, someone faints with joy. That's my bad. Everywhere you've gone, you've met the same reception. The public like you, they really like you. But you need to turn that into love. Let us give our speech 60%. Failed. As you launch into your speech, the peasants start to chat amongst themselves. Half the crowd drifts away in drips and drabs. You don't make much of an impression. Oh dear. Better luck next time, Your Majesty. The more of these speeches you give, the better you'll be received. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's stability and farming as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Alright, A bit wild timeout? Yeah, that's fair. Rebellion, listen. Just chill. Alright, the burglary. Here we go. Gibbo, oh no! Great God, I've been robbed. My fortress has been ransacked and my money stolen. There is more and more robberies in the march of late. Your Majesty, I suspect it's something to do with the Thieves Guild that was established there recently. You need to hunt down these thieves like the rats they are. Maybe we can even get my wealth back. There will be no thievery insurance. I think A is probably the best one of the lot. Oh god, knackered. Spare no expense in hunting the thieves down. Oh bugger. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we've got a winner-winner chicken dinner. Order a massive recruitment drive for the march of sheriffs and hire adventurers to bolster the ranks. Such efforts quickly pay off. The leader of the Thieves Guild is brought before you in chains. My money, huzzah! Time to face the noose, you cur. You don't understand. We didn't just appear in the march at random. We had financial backing from members of this very council. We were funded by... His sentence ends in a gurgle. A feathered arrow appears in his neck. The council erupts into chaos, but the culprit is never found. From that moment forward, what little trust had existed between the council members is broken. But at least the marcher economy recovers once the Thieves Guild is disbanded. Sitting on a bench outside the Sunbleach Villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. You hear that? The screams, the shouts of dismay, the cackle of flames. No, all I hear is the sea lapping against the harbour walls. Exactly, it's terrible. The kingdom needs to be in chaos for our plans to work. The Queen's advisors are happy with overall. We can't buy their loyalty yet. Believe me, I've tried. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. It's fine. Shark attacks, oh Christ. Your Majesty, the loyal and noble Grandee Lake II has been taken hostage. Oh no. What do you mean? Some criminal organisation. These horrid miscreants demand gold and safe passage to Ashmead in exchange for Lake Loch II's return. Let's go, everyone. It's gotta be, right? Wait, oh, there we are. Send the South troops after the kidnappers. Golden choice on B, 500 gold. Alright, 19, that's most of you. Gonna do a final countdown. If you've yet to vote, vote for B. FMX, you mistyped vote. Ah, you got it. Boom, boom. The Outlaws are no match for the South's forces, which rushed to Lake Loch II's aid. During their raid, 7 fighters even recover a hoard of gold and gems shared between the treasury and the grandees. Excellent. Good news, Your Highness. The new bazaar is swarming with patrons. We've even started expanding it. Though there is a small problem. While digging wall foundations, builders found bones in the rock. From the size of things, the beasts they came from must be larger than the Grand Bazaar itself. Well, they're just bones, aren't they? He lowers his voice. The builders are saying that it might be a flying reptile. No one dares say the name these days. It's been 700 years since a dragon was seen in the kingdom, and back then it was catastrophic. Who cares about some old fossils is quite cool. Right, we're going to start the vote there. We can carry on building or abandon it entirely. No half measures. Oh. Okay, 8 to 11. I think that's a winner. We're going to abandon the Grand Bazaar entirely. You expect us to simply leave? Great God! You quell the barons with a glare. Reluctantly, they order their builders to leave the Grand Bazaar alone, and it falls into ruin. Setting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't close my beach. Excuse me? The beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got on the wrong end of a fish. Well, now I want to close it. You can't. I'll take this all the way to the council. All right. Call for unity. I think shutting down the beach would be best, but whatever. Whatever you want. Oh God, I keep napping away. Oh, I didn't realise how freaking tired. I've had a whole energy drink and I'm still here. Half asleep. Oh my good God, it's been a rough week. Just watched Jaws for the first time. The mayor, yes. The mayor's like, only for a day. Right, keep the beach open. Let's rock and roll. Ignoring advice from the various grizzled fishermen, you decide to keep the beach open. Coastal tourism cannot be allowed to suffer. Just wait and see. After eating a few more peasants, the shark will simply get bored and swim away. Alas, noble patrician Piccolo's prediction doesn't come to pass. More and more people vanish from the beach, leaving nothing but red circles in the water. Soon enough, nobody dares to visit. Oh no. There's a catastrophic decline in tourism as more sharks gather. The fish stocks start to dwindle too. Oh, that was rough. That's very rough. Simon, it was just antagonizing each other a bit in chat. That's all it was. The timeout. Yeah. Let's do the end of season. Now we got both the Pats and the Barons will be moving on to the final stage of their schemes. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme, along with some other faces that the Queen might recognise. Greetings, noble patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine. Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure, as always. Hello, is this the place? Smells like fish. Wow, I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive then? Indeed, noble patrician Piccolo made some excellent points about the Queen's incompetence. All the same, thank you for the explanation. Yeah, I'm not really keeping track of chat. Like, I can't keep on top of everything that's happening. But, you know, I just trust that there was some back and forth. But yeah, just dial it in. That's all there is to it. Just dial it back a little bit. And try and keep chat. Try and keep any kind of hostility out of chat, even if you're role-playing too much. Especially if it's like dominating, the back and forth is dominating the entirety of chat. You were the one that was going after players, not characters. Okay, thank you, Morgrim. There we go. Remember to go for roleplay over winning. Thank you, Chaz. Yes. But yeah, there we go. Indeed, noble patrician Piccolo made some excellent... Oh, okay. The most persuasive part was the giant bag of gold. Unfortunately, the spy master and the chancellor still remain beyond our grasp, but these two are in our pocket. We can do great things, we just need to decide our approach. Alright, let's see. Bankrupt the kingdom and buy the throne outright, i.e. lower treasury. Or bring down the Queen in bribery scandal, raise others' defiance. Which is it gonna be? Well, bribery scandal it seems like we're leaning towards. $50-50 split. God damn, how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Okay. It's currently a tied vote. We're going to do a final countdown. Boom, boom. Coin toss. What are we going to end up with? Bring down the Queen in a bribery scandal. Raise others' defiance. Okay. So after all this, our plan is to make the Queen look like the corrupt one. Yes, after all, isn't her court absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals, worse than it's been in centuries? Of course it is, and we're to blame. The general public don't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the Queen enough to support our version of events. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of 11, or ensure another region begins a rebellion. Zirconius, hold on, let's have a look. Where have you been put? There you are. You're in with the grandees. Welcome. And Weldris. Oh god, where's Weldris? There you are. Welcome back to the grandees. Let's see. Back in the March. Baroness Kitty Caffey II has met with her co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measure and it seems spirits are high. We've done it again, you beautiful bastards. The common folk are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this. Other than for the Queen, of course. Huzzah! I'm sure the Queen is already cowering in her palace. Who knew the common folk could be so useful? Now then, only one step remains, and I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the common folk to turn violent. Let's see, either A, lower trade, or B, lower farming. Devalue all currency and force the peasants into poverty, or manufacture a food crisis and force the peasants into starvation. What a great set of goals the barons have here. Mass starvation is the way it seems. Lower all farming will allow the barons to win. Diabolical. Why? You might even call it evil. No, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with Robin on the throne. With this final push, we will ensure the Queen soon has more than a few angry peasants on her hands. And once the fighting starts, I'll be there, ready to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must allow all regions combined farming to 15 or less. What is the... Okay, the grandees are locked out. If the grandees pursue their scheme, they just let the barons win. That is rough. Yeah, salutes to the grandees. It's over. So yeah. Same with rebellion. If anyone other than the Pats rebels, the patricians will win. Yeah, the grandees can play kingmaker. They can chase farming down lower and allow the barons to win, or they can get grumpy, start rebellion, and have the patricians win. It's a rough one. Fossils and folklore are vanity projects. Okay, let's start with this. Your Highness, you recall the bones that were unearthed in the march? Villagers are leaving offerings all over the site. Bits of feathers, bowls of milk, all sorts of things. Now they're meeting there at night, setting fires to appease the reptile's fury. We must quell this behaviour before it gets out of hand. I think, allowing the church to step in wouldn't be terrible. We're not going to let it run its course. Either the church can step in or we send in the army to break it up. I'm not going to golden any of them. Too many symbols, Neko. What is this? You all know the rules about dropping in too many exclamation marks and too many caps and stuff. Like... They're both gambit. Yeah, it's both a coin toss. Right, final countdown, although it's not that close anymore. Will Archie pull it through for us? No. Though some priests do their best, few listen. Obsession with the site spreads throughout the march and beyond. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. I just saw the ticks. Uh-oh. Chief Architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. Statues can be torn down, paintings can be burned. Don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom? I propose we carve your majesty's visage into the side of a mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but it will ensure you're always remembered. That does sound pleasing. I'm so glad you think so, your majesty. You'll be the talk of the kingdom and beyond. You call a vote to discuss your outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking, but it'll take a lot of time and a lot of gold. It's an idea best left forgotten, let's be real. Call for unity. But let's see what you all vote for. Oh Lord. People are actually voting to pay for it. The patricians want to pay for it. What does Call for Unity do for us? Nothing. It's so crap. Why do the Pats want to fund it with everyone else? I don't get it. Like, crazy. Queen O'Reed? Oh yes, Queen Consort O'Reed. Could have been. But, you know. Alright, 3, 2, 1. No, I like trade. I'm gonna be real. When the results of the vote are announced, the chief architect sighs in disappointment. Oh well, I suppose I'll have to focus my work elsewhere. He decides to train up enterprising architects and builders across the kingdom, sharing his knowledge. Many of the nobles make use of new expertise to renovate their estates. Right, here we go. The stability roll is a coin toss. Time for another speech, your majesty. The peasants are waiting outside your balcony. Here we go. This is it. It all comes down to this. 2 rolls. 50-50. Send me the most positive vibes. Monarch is an achiever. Not really. No, as you launch into your speech, indifference turns to hostility. The peasants boo and jeer before leaving to find something better to do. When you wrap up, you're speaking to an empty square. To improve your chance of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's stability and farming as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. I got delay? Wait, what? I don't know. Okay, one more auction, which cannot change this. Although, the Deer Park, wait, would that be enough? 15 or less. Oh god, that's a lot. No, okay. That ain't gonna happen. Dear. But no, nothing is impacting Defiance. We're just gonna start the auction. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. Well, Simon, yeah, just let it go. Like, mostly, most of the people in chat are pretty flippant about stuff. So try not to take it too personally. Like, I understand the frustration of people keep talking about it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Oh shit, sorry, I completely forgot to do anything there. Cool. Yeah, I know, but people are allowed to be invested in the game. Especially, in there, so we should just try and, like, keep the chat a little clean and stop antagonizing each other so much. You know, I'm happy that people take the game sort of seriously enough. They come here every weekend to engage with it. Dean, goodbye. Goodbye, Dean. Everyone say goodbye to Dean in chat. But yeah, if you could all dial it back a couple of notches and not prod at each other. That would be super good. Especially if you can tell somebody is not having fun with the comments you're making. Yeah. So we do want to just have a good time with everyone. So Simon is valid for feeling like chat is being hostile about all the Baron hate, because that's true. People have every right to also be sort of say things about the Barons, but at the same time you should dial it back and bear in mind that there are other human beings playing the game that are invested in it, and try not to be so what shall we say, hostile about things. We can all calm down a bit. Seth Nick, thank you for the follow as well. Sorry about that. No need to be hot. Yeah, well, you know, if you can see that someone's not having a good time, you should dial it back and not antagonize it further. But there we are. It's hard not to respond. Yeah, but you know, at the same time, like, I understand that you're invested in it, but there is a back and forth involved. So I'll tell everyone to just simmer down. You have the right to feel frustrated by it. It's better than me sometimes, but I'm finally appeased, so no more hate for the Barons. Unless they provoke us. Well, you know, just try not to do stuff to poke and prod at people. Especially in Cybern's case. Cybern's only been around for the past, like, weekend or two. So Cybern wasn't even here when the Barons were stomping all over everything. So, you know, just everyone break bread in chat. Say you appreciate each other. Kiss and make up. And we'll try and do better in the future. Yeah. We'll try not to antagonize each other all over the place. Right, I'm gonna read through the end of the game here. We'll set it up. Let me just take a photo. Yeah, look, guys, don't hash it out every little thing. It is what it is. Yeah, just let the things slide now. Like, it's all gonna be water under the bridge, and we'll just try and do better in the future. Yeah. I apologise for getting heated, it's hard not to, and I'm trying only to respond when... Yeah, no worries. I understand, Simon. Oh. It's just a game, let's have fun. Yeah, exactly, but at the same time, if there's a back and forth getting heated... then you just have to agree to chill out and agree to respect each other's boundaries. It's that simple. Don't drag Vanilla Dynasty. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even like following Vanilla Dynasty that hard because Kaji always streams so late. I end up going to sleep. Alright then. Anyway. There's an odd atmosphere as you walk into the council chambers today. The assembled nobles are tense like lions who have just sighted a tasty-looking antelope. Greetings, Your Majesty. We've received worrying reports about the conduct of the Crown over the last few years. Wait, are you questioning my conduct? Apologies, Your Holiness. I know it's far from my place. These accusations are so serious they must be addressed at once. Forgive me, but you're accused of wanton bribery, buying council votes and selling positions at court to the highest bidder. Ooh. That's kind of rough, because I was doing a lot of golden choice. Who accuses me of such nonsense? I do, Your Supreme Majesty. And I make no apology for telling the truth. I can assure you and the assembled nobles that you have personally turned this council into a chamber, into a den of corruption. You personally offered me money from the treasury in exchange for patrician votes. I'm sure plenty of the other nobles can attest to receiving similar offers. And yeah, the golden choice happened. Oh. It's true, the Queen has been buying votes off me for years. I'm just ashamed I didn't speak sooner. You believe a word of these patricians over me? It's not just the patricians who accuse you, Your Majesty. I can back up the patricians' accusations. In fact, several officers of the Watch have come to me saying the Queen paid them to stuff the council ballot box with fake votes. Ep12, Marshal? Of course, no one knows the ins and outs of the Treasury better than I. I've had suspicions for years that the Queen has been embezzling public funds. I would have spoken up earlier, but the Queen threatened me with a gruesome fate. I wish I'd been more brave. These are weighty accusations, Your Holiness. How do you plead? Not guilty, obviously. I suppose we'll have to have a trial then. While we're preparing for that, though, I have a council vote temporarily stripping the Queen of her sovereignty and electing a regent. Excuse me, but I think we've established that the votes are compromised. I think now is the time for decisive action, not democracy. The Marshal gestures and two officers grab you by the arms. Just like that, you're no longer the Queen. As you're carted off to the dungeon and look back to see a smirking noble patrician Piccolo handing the crown over to the new regent Aspen. You're all being played for fools. A few minutes later, you're tossed into a cold, damp cell under the palace. You don't live to see the trial, of course. Someone accidentally spilled some arsenic into your porridge. How very clumsy of them. As you lie on your deathbed, puking and convulsing, the Regent Age Aspen delivers a tearful speech to the grieving masses. Terrible shame, etc., etc. But they will be honoured to take over. You'd be more upset, but you're too busy dying. Politics is a tricky game. No shame in losing. Alright, patricians in chat, what do you want for Aspen's ambition? What's it gonna be? Military, farming, trade, faith, stability or authority. Military, trade. Trade. Free trades to military. Free military, free trade. Queen Hermann III is remembered as an unscrupulous crook, and the patricians as the saviours of the kingdom. History, after all, is written by the winners. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the Baron's scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they take matters into their own hands, instead of hinging their plans on the whims of the common folk. The attempt to woo Afmoral in the southern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, flew up into the clouds, leaving Grandy Lakelock II without help. Once Aspen secured the throne, the patricians wasted no time in filing into the palace with loyal toadies. Anyone loyal to the old regime was cast out under accusations of corruption. The common folk celebrated finally an honest monarch. Queen Hermann III the Strong? Were we strong? It looks like trade won the patricians. So I'll make a note. We need a trade for Aspen. Monarch Aspen will be going for a trade ambition of some sort. Wealthiest noble is Morgrim at 17,000 and some change. Poorest is Slippery at flat 0. And oh my god, look at Monarch Aspen. What is going on with this? A mishmash of colours here. Goodbye, Ephra. Everyone say goodbye in chat to Ephra. We are looking good here.